everybody. Welcome to Urban Talks. Tonight we have your favorite show, another episode. This is going to be episode number 13, and I am excited to be the guest moderator once again. The streets are talking, urban sports, and news. So tonight we have Jay.
Yay.
We have Shane.
What it do?
And we have Junior.
In town, in the building. What's happening?
All right. So we're all here and we're all ready. So we have many topics, and I want to start off with something. Normally we start off with sports. However, tonight is going to be a little different, and I want to start off with something that happened in our hometown, Florida, our home state. Singer Chris Brown was arrested on felony charge. Hearing that Chris Brown was arrested is big news because it's Chris Brown, but I was not surprised. It says singer Chris Brown was arrested after his concert Thursday night on a felony battery charge stemming from an incident that occurred more than a year ago. Brown, 29, was arrested in West Palm Beach after performing at the Coral Sky Amphitheater. So, what do you think about that? Let's start with Shane.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. They waited a year later to come get and arrest this man. If that was any normal black man that wasn't a millionaire, we would have been arrested right when that incident happened a year. but I'm not. You know, the millionaires get away with everything, so they decide to do it. Man, I think it's a bunch of bullshit, and they should let that man go, man. How you gonna wait a year? You knew where he was, you know his address, you know who he is. You should have went and got him then, but you wait a year later. I call it bullshit.
Okay, let's go to Jay. How do you feel about it?
I agree on with Shane. Basically, you know, that happened last year. If shit happened last year, be arrested for last year. But you know, Chris Breezy, man, you leave that shit alone where you get fucked up and you act like you're bigger than other people. Come on, man. Stop that bullshit, man. If you're getting too old now, be a businessman. Go with a business plan. Stop being this fool out here that look crazy and, you know what I'm saying, act like you got to do some violent shit, man. You beat the shit out of, what's her name, Rihanna? Okay.
Allegedly.
We can say allegedly. We know what the fuck happened. I ain't saying allegedly. She would beat the fuck up. She would beat the fuck up, man. That's my statement. What, he gonna sue me? He beat the hell out of that woman, man. But I don't know why, or rhythm or rhyme. But you know what I'm saying? Chill out, dog. Allegedly, you be on all kind of drugs and shit like that. But you need to stop that shit, man. Represent yourself as a black man. Don't represent yourself as a Kardashian, nigga. That's all I got to say.
Okay, Junior, how do you feel about it?
Hey, shit, we might as well just go for the clean sweep, man. I'm going to agree with my brothers. The state of Florida on some bullshit.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. Sometimes you can't really go and get them because your warrant can only reach the state of Florida. It can't go out of state, so you got to wait for him to come back. And I'm going to agree with Jay. I'm also going to agree with Jay to an extent. Like, yeah, come on, man. You need to conduct yourself in a certain way. Like, you know they're already gunning for you, especially after that Rihanna thing. I ain't going to say you beat Rihanna up. I'm going to say it was the other way around. I'm going to say Rihanna been beating your ass because anytime when you got to bite somebody, you was getting your ass whooped. So effectively, I'm going to say Rihanna was beating that ass. And I ain't even going to say allegedly on that. Fuck that.
Come on, hold on, man. Rihanna was scarred and beat the fuck up, but you niggas talk about OJ, and we ain't see no shit after that. But OJ, you gonna give Rihanna this clean shit? Fuck that. OJ free all day, goddammit.
I said OJ free all day too, brother. So I'm confused at why you jumping in on me, brother. That was Shane over there that was messing with you.
Oh yeah, that was Shane. I apologize, but goddamn Shane, OJ free all day,
nigga. See, so get your mind right. So as I was saying, brother, as I was saying, I feel like it was some bullshit. They need to let Chris Breezy go. Chris Breezy, understand that this is Florida. Stay your ass out the fucking South, nigga. And leave
Well,
on
he
probation.
got bonded out, so he was still able to do the show tonight if he doing it.
Yeah.
So he's great.
Yeah.
They say out of Florida and don't come back, bro, for a minute.
Yeah, they say Florida is you come here on vacation, end up on probation, back on violation.
That's why my nigga OJ don't come here, man.
Yeah.
What you talking about? What they say
They
for?
want OJ in here. They don't want OJ
Huh?
to eat food.
OJ is banned from here, bro. The senator of Florida banned that man from here, so he won't come
what's
here.
Her name? It wasn't the senator. It was the Pam Bondi. That's who it was. The attorney general.
It was who?
Pam Bondi.
Pam Bondi.
Oh, it don't matter. Same shit. None of the titles is different. Like, see, me and you are different because you believe in politics and shit like that. I believe in white supremacy, and it's the same shit. It's the same rule. None of them bitches work for black people. So,
Well, Chris Brown ain't in the Broncos.
you can
He ain't stabbing nobody either.
he what?
I say he ain't in the Bronco and he ain't stabbing nobody either.
Okay, allegedly. See, you want to do that allegedly shit with Chris Brown, but I mean that man went to rehab and all that shit for beating her, so it's not allegedly. Allegedly is my nigga who got freed for not killing and stabbing anybody.
And that was forced.
That's allegedly, nigga.
That was forced rehab. That wasn't no. They didn't make OJ go to jail for not killing nobody. He went to jail, but he got off because the club didn't fit. So, I mean, it's kind of, one of those damn if you do, damn if you don't. But OJ did say if I did it, this how I was going to do it in his kind of book that never came out. So, I mean, look. And then from the instructions on the book, I mean, it kind of sounds like, kind of what happened. So, look,
well, any dummy will believe that shit because it's easy to say what you would have did and how you would have did it. That's not hard to do. I could do the same shit. I was OJ.
Let me address you on the politics side too, because you got to understand. Politics damn near rule everything we deal with. So one, we have to pay attention.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, I don't give
no, it doesn't.
Because the simple fact that the only reason why these tariffs are happening because, and the reason why yogurt is going to start costing people $7 a box because they allowed Donald Trump to get in office. See, I'm a person who feel like because I have the ability to vote, I'm going to vote, and I'm going to vote for people who I feel like who's going to benefit me. And I understand that Donald Trump was not that guy for me, so I vote my opinion, sir. So whether you like it or not, voting is the only way to get shit done.
Well, it's kind of funny that OJ got off with it and then he wrote a book, If I Did Do It.
OJ wrote the book because at that time he getting sued for some shit he didn't do. So, of course, he got to make some kind of money. And people approached him with that to make some kind of money. So, I mean, OJ is not the smartest nigga around, but if you coming with some money,
as a slap in the face. So when he ended up back in court, they were like, "Oh yeah, okay. Remember how you got, you charged
when he went back in court, it had nothing to do with his case." So
but they
that
used
had nothing to do with. They didn't use that against him. They used that he got off with killing a white woman at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And this was a chance where we can get.
They used his old case against him, which is double jeopardy.
It's not double jeopardy because he wasn't charged with that.
Right.
He was charged with some shit that...
It should have never been brought up.
When you talking about what they use against him, it's still being used against you as being black. We can factor anything in that because if a white guy would have did that and wrote that book, he wouldn't got fingered and got put with the same shit, period. They use that shit because they believe that the man killed a white woman and he got off on the shit and they was butthurt from the shit.
Right.
I don't give a shit. The book is still irrelevant. If he didn't write a book and he still would have did that same shit, they still would have charged that nigga.
Him when he came back in.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you because look at Casey Anthony. They came out with a book. They came out with a movie behind this chick, and then she came out and said, "Yeah, I killed my baby." Even though, 99.
Come on, dude. You know the biggest money making documentary in the fucking U.S. is OJ, nigga.
Yeah.
It's a money thing, man. People got to learn to think, man. They using this OJ shit and letting him out and all that. That's all the fucking game.
Okay, yeah, we always end up on OJ with Jay. But back to Chris Brown, there was a Bella Goth that sent out a tweet at Hood Socialist, and I want to know if you agree with this tweet. She said, Chris Brown is almost 30 years old, and you got people out here making excuses for him. He was arrested for assaulting another person, and people are saying people make mistakes, give him time to grow up. Like, damn, when do y'all hold grown men accountable? He is not a child anymore. Do you agree with her tweet, Jay?
Man, I'm a grown-ass man. No. Any grown man that do any actions, you have to pay for them. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Let's just say that. I mean, I done got drunk and, you know what I'm saying, and swung on a nigga before, and I'm like, damn, dog, I'm sorry I bust you in your shit and whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying, the nigga, the situation that happened, he didn't fight me back, but I swung on the man and I was drunk. But it was something I probably wanted to do, even though I was wrong. But, you know what I'm saying, I was a grown man. That was my action. So actions speak louder than words. We always talk about in march and protest, and protesting never solve shit. Marching never solve shit.
No.
Real action solve shit. So that's how I feel about this shit. I mean, when my dog was in Uhuru, you niggas just marching and talking. That shit didn't really amount to a hill of fucking beans. You got to go out here and do something. But go ahead, Don.
No, I agree. Junior, how do you feel about the tweet?
I mean, she right. I mean, you 30 years old. Again, you have to represent. You have to represent us. And as an entertainer, again, it's double spotlight. So if you put your hands on a female dog, that is something you should not do. I'm not going to condone that by any means necessarily. And it's really cut and dry. At 30, you should be doing grown man things and should be acting as a king. And if you're not there, then son, I think you just need to reevaluate certain things in your life. Period.
Shane?
I would like to say a lot on this because personally, the way I was raised, and I will say I agree with her. I was raised from a young age. Like I have my own kids. I have 12 kids, as a matter of fact, if for everybody that don't know. I teach my kids right now at a young age that you got to take responsibility for your actions. As far as like from the age of 6, I'll say 6 and up. You know, so I never really believed in that. Let them grow, man. When you realize what's going on as a teenager, I mean as a kid, I should say, you know right from wrong. You know what you know right from wrong. Everybody knows right from wrong. You know when you're doing wrong. You know when you're doing right. You know what I mean? So this whole thing about growing up is bullshit. I think it's a lot of bullshit because when you're a young kid, you know right from wrong, so you know what you're doing. I'm so tired of America using that shit as a crutch. Oh, he's grown, he's young, that's why they're doing this, do it. Bullshit, man. You know what you fucking doing. I was a kid, too. I knew I was having babies, and I used to be that same guy, partying all the time, da-da-da-da. I knew I was fucking, when I was fucking, I knew I wasn't fucking with no condom, so I knew there was a chance I'm going to have a baby. So I can't blame nobody but myself. So I don't want to hear
you knew you was a jerk back then, but okay.
Yeah, I knew I was a jerk. You feel me? I agree. I was. You know,
back then.
I agree. Back then, I was a jerk. But, you know, I'm tired of this whole crutch. Hey, everybody needs to grow up. Man, you know right from wrong by the age of fucking 10. You know what I'm saying? So that whole growing up thing, I don't want to.
All right. Yeah, there we have it. So next I want to ask your opinion. Oklahoma City Thunder star Carmelo Anthony is going to part ways with OKC. How do you feel about it, and where do you think that he is going to go? Let's start with Junior.
Well, given the simple fact that he kind of fizzled and bombed in OKC. I think it's good. It's a good move for OKC. Maybe they can get Kawhi over there to make it look and to beef up that roster. That's just wishful thinking, even though I know it's not going to fucking happen, people, so don't crucify me, okay? But as far as Carmelo Anthony's landing, I don't, again, let me backtrack a little bit further. I don't blame OKC for the simple fact Carmelo still feels like he's a superstar and a starter. Melo, you're not. You're a role player. You play out, you should come off the bench now. Your next award should be 6th Man of the Year, something you ain't won yet. You should work on that. So as far as him landing somewhere, this is where I think he's going to land. Potential spots. For the shits and giggles of it, I would like to see him land in Portland. Maybe to make the Damian Lillard stay out there with CJ McCullough. Realistically, I see back to Denver. You know, maybe he'll do a year or two in Denver before he retires. There's a potential landing with Houston. I don't see him going to L.A., but if he's going to L.A., no, he's just going there to ring chase, and I don't think that's something he wants to associate his career with. So I don't see that happening. And potentially Miami. Outside of those teams, I really can't see anywhere else, but I would like to see him either land in Portland or go back to Denver and right off in the sunset.
Okay, Jay, how do you feel?
Well, I'm hoping he don't come to L.A., seriously. But I think he need to go to struggling teams like Orlando or the Pistons, Phoenix or some shit like that.
Or some
well, L.A. got LeBron now, brother. But
now
you know what I'm saying?
You got LeBron, so now you the shit. You still
the king.
Oh, we're gonna make the playoffs, but he needs to go to teams.
No, you're not. You're not gonna make.
So what we gonna bet on this, bro? What you want to bet on?
I'll give you 8 teams before your fuck ass Lakers lead that fucking bum.
What you want to bet on it? We ain't got to talk about the punk shit. I mean,
hey,
shit. Can I finish talking?
Hell no.
Are you gonna?
Nope.
You gonna keep cutting me off?
Nope. Hell yeah, because your Lakers a bunch of bums. You damn right.
Okay.
Y'all gotta compete. You know what? Y'all biggest star attraction in LA, dog, is that damn ball daddy, LeVar Ball. That's your biggest attraction because you know what? All he does, he's gonna fuck up your team anyways because LeBron gonna be too distracted by the bullshit he said. But you know what? You think I've started to let you in, but fuck that shit for what? It doesn't make any sense.
Why you started to let me win for what? Why would you do that? Because nigga, I'm gonna ball your Pistons though every fucking time.
It's gonna be fucking regardless. The only thing you want to come at is my Pistons because you say nothing that's really fucking valuable. And all the time you come with bullshit.
What the value is you niggas ain't made the playoffs last year. Y'all suck.
All you want to do is just hate on my team like the head of you are instead of coming up with facts on this show.
I came up with a fact. They can make the fucking playoffs, nigga.
No, you didn't.
And the sorry ass
East. Nigga, all you did was come up with a fucking hater line right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, you came with a hater line. What I came with was facts.
No, I didn't say your team first. I gave a scrub team first and then put your team in there.
Your team, motherfucking.
Scrub,
your team is your sorry ass Lakers, nigga.
Okay, that's why we got a bet. That's why we have a bet who had the best record, and it looked like you gonna lose that bitch.
You got the other point guard leaking out information about his knee because he don't want to get traded. Bum ass move.
Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back to some shit?
Y'all let him go for no reason. Y'all let him go for cheap for no reason. That was dumb.
Okay, man. Okay, can we go back to what I stated?
Y'all still holding Isaiah Thomas there with a broke ass hip when y'all could have traded him to Orlando and got something relevant for him. Y'all ain't do that. What's that?
Isaiah Thomas would be the best player on your fucking team. Y'all niggas got that nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga?
Your team because your team was a
nigga. We got LeBron, nigga. LeBron James, King James, nigga.
You think he ain't slowing down? You think LeBron James ain't slowing down? You think he ain't finna
man? But what you want to enhance our bet, dog?
Answer that question.
Who have a better record now? Now, Punk, you want to do that?
Bet your Gatorade and your push-ups on the jump, because I'm coming to collect, nigga. Believe that. Gatorade and push-ups, because I'm coming to collect.
Come on, man, the Pistons suck, dog. Stop it. You sound like a Pistons fan. Oh, losing-ass franchise, nigga.
Talk about real sports. Hey, Shane, can you tell me where Carmelo might land and give some real input to the show? Because the shit.
This is what the fucking Pistons.
This is
He's
what
a
I have
loser.
say
He
about
used to
it.
lose.
And I'm a put a different look and aspect on it. Actually, I disagree with Jay. I kind of do want him to go to the Lakers, and this is the reason why. I'm looking at the relationship him and LeBron has, and I'm looking at the Olympics. If anybody ever watched the Olympic Dream Team, when LeBron and Carmelo played together, the offense ran through Carmelo. He was the scorer on the team. So I think LeBron kind of puts a fire under Carmelo and pushes him. So I would like to see it. I think that he will have a new look, basically, a new look.
But here's the problem with that. I
can tell you don't know basketball because anybody who don't know how to pass or just jack that bitch, the offense never runs through them. But okay.
Again, like I said, the Olympics Dream Team the offense ran through Carmelo. Since
you want to make that point,
on that team.
What did Carmelo lead in, nigga? Huh?
I just told you.
You let him what?
They ran the offense through Carmelo.
Oh, what did he lead in? That's what I'm asking you. Huh?
3-point shooting.
3-point shooting.
Okay, that's nothing.
I think he was the first leading scorer or second. One of the two. I'll look it up.
He wasn't the first. Listen what I said. He wasn't the first leading scorer.
You're missing what I'm saying, bro. I'm just trying to bring a different aspect. I'm saying I don't think it's all bad.
Oh, okay. So I'm finna debunk your fucking conversation. Every time this cat played on great teams, they lost immediately, nigga.
What great team has he played on, Jay?
Well, the great teams he was supposed to be a part of. The nigga played with Iverson and all these other good teams.
That was niggas couldn't. Hey, Iverson was on his last leg. He was about to retire.
He wasn't on. Shane, now you niggas need to start doing facts before y'all start talking.
He was about to. He retired a year later.
Okay, so hold on. So Iverson was on his last legs, but he averaged the same amount of points as Carmelo, huh? So that's his last
he was on his last. Bro, I don't even know if you remember.
I remember, nigga, because we bet on shit. I bet on games. Me and you dudes, y'all watch, but I bet on shit. So it's a little different.
What that got to do with it?
What it got to do with answer the question I just asked you. Answer the question I just asked you. Why the fuck he averaged the same amount of points as this nigga, but he was on his last leg?
He was on his last leg.
You want to bet that, Junior? You owe me $40, bro. You want to bet that?
You telling me Carmelo Anthony in his younger years was averaging the same amount of points as Allen Iverson when Allen Iverson was 2 years or 1 or 2 years getting ready to retire?
Dude, listen, you rapping, nigga. You owe me $40. Do you want to bet? They average about the same
answer
shit.
The question. You just said. Answer the question.
I'm just trying to clarify the question.
Why would I ask a question and I just told so?
I take your money.
It's no answer to that.
That's a negative, though.
I told that.
We telling you that's a negative.
I told that answer.
That's a negative. Jay. Allen Iverson didn't average the same as Carmelo, bro.
I'm taking that nigga money.
They average about the same, bro.
You said about. You said they average the same, not about.
I want in on this.
About and the same is 27 or 26.
Bro, that's too different. That's too. Nah, Allen Iverson didn't average that, bro.
Look it up in Webster.
Look it up.
You can look it up all you want to. Look it up.
He didn't average that. I'm telling you, I looked it up.
Before I take him,
what both of them average, bro?
Bro, Carmelo was in 20s. Iverson was in the teens.
What was the average? Give me the average.
Like 18. Carmelo 26.
You talking about what was the average?
No, I'm talking about the year they played together.
And I'm telling you, the year they played together, I know what they average because I had bets on this shit, nigga. You can't tell me.
That's what I'm trying to.
You going on?
He was on his last leg.
He wasn't on his last leg, nigga.
Then why he retire a year later if he wasn't on his last leg?
He didn't retire a year later. What are you talking about? You know
Jay,
nothing
he
about
played for the Denver Nuggets how many years?
He played for the Denver Nuggets 1 or 2 years.
Oh, yeah, he did play for the Pistons. And then when he played for the Pistons, where he came off of?
He went back to Philly.
He retired?
He retired in Philly.
Okay, he retired in Philly. But I'm talking about when he last really played was for the Pistons. When he went to Philly, that was just a
he played like
send-off.
season for us. only played like half a season for us, and then he was hurt. And then he didn't play the rest of the season.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. That was his last leg.
No fucking duh. That one, dude, go look what he averaged in Denver, nigga. That's what I keep telling you.
The bottom line is, this is what I'm trying to tell you. It had nothing to do with Allen Iverson. We getting off base. I'm telling you, LeBron James makes Carmelo Anthony a different player. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're friends. He motivates them, but he's a different player. So I wouldn't mind seeing him in L.A. Now, I know they play the same position, but we all know Carmelo got a little more meat on him, so he may move to the power forward, which that may hinder us because of his defense, but he still can get buckets, and that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't mind it, as long as we don't give him no outrageous money. Give him a DeMarcus Cousins contract, and let's see what he do.
Iverson averaged 26.4 when he was in Denver, nigga. And that's on the nigga last leg.
Right.
You niggas need to start retracting y'all fucking words, man.
Yeah, right.
I just told you, man.
Where'd you take that on?
That's on his last leg.
And I said about 26, like Carmelo, bro. But that's last legs. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
That's his last. Hey, he retired, what, a year later?
No, he didn't.
He went into the pit. You said he played, he went back to the 76ers. He never played another game for the 76ers. The last game he played was in a Pistons uniform.
He
never went back to Philly.
That man played like 4 seasons after that shit, nigga, and averaged 18, 17, nigga.
So he played for the Pistons. He played for the Pistons.
I wouldn't give a shit who he played for. You say that was his last leg. Don't change the subject. Stick to the subject.
I'm telling you. Listen what I just said. The man played for the Nuggets. Then he went to the Pistons. He didn't play for the Nuggets more than a year or 2 years.
I don't play for the Pistons
1 year.
I don't give a damn. You said that was his last leg. He averaged 26, and then he still averaged 17 and 18, nigga. That sounds like some last leg shit when he averaged 26.4.
Hey, if you retired, I guess it is.
Who the fuck on our team averaged 26.4, nigga?
I don't know, but we didn't.
Who the fuck on the Pistons, nigga, averaged 26.4, nigga? You talking about last leg?
At the time, Richard Hamilton.
It ain't no at the time, man. Stop it, man. Stop. You just been gangster grilled, nigga. You just been officially gangster grilled, nigga. 26.4, nigga.
Dumars, Isaiah Thomas.
We're talking about at that time. You feel me? We ain't talking about you talking about throwing up Joe Dumars because he ain't never averaged 26. Never.
Nah, Joe Dumars didn't. No, he never averaged.
No, he never averaged that, nigga.
Okay.
You naked as fuck.
Everything y'all say is naked. I don't trust none of y'all deposits. I don't know what the squads are always negative. But that's all right.
I'm not going in on the Pistons or that. I'm saying Carmelo. I'm on the topic. I'm telling you, Carmelo Anthony could help the Lakers because of LeBron. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't mind to see it. Will I pay him a lot of money? No.
And here's the kicker. Allen Iverson is a fucking ball hole, nigga, and he averaged 26 and 4 and 7 assists, nigga.
Shut up. Wait a minute. Here you go. You said Allen Iverson averaged points per game. Points per game. You said 26. That was in 2007, 2008. Wrong. Allen Iverson last year in Denver, he only averaged 18. So you were wrong about that.
That's what I said.
Before you open your mouth.
2007 and 2000. Listen, on Denver, 2007 and season in 8, that man averaged 26.4 and 7 assists, nigga.
In 2010. In 2010,
he didn't play for the. No, hold on. In 2010, he didn't fucking play with Carmelo, nigga. So what you talking about?
Wait a minute. In 2010, Melo was in Denver. What are you talking about? I'm looking at it.
Iverson won in Denver in 2010.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You sure? So when I take a screenshot of this and send it, and again.
Yeah, you're wrong, bro.
And it's saying he was there, but okay.
I'm telling you, Jay, you're wrong.
2008, 2009. I told you the last time.
In 2008 and 2009.
18.7, 2008, 2009. Okay.
I just told you that. He averaged 18.
Melo, 2008, 2009.
Man played for Toronto, Philly. The man played for Toronto, Philly, and Memphis in that time. Allen Iverson.
Still had
Played for Toronto.
But he didn't average more points than Melo.
Hold on, you just said he played for Toronto.
Yeah.
He played for Toronto?
He played 28 games for Toronto.
Wow, man, I must have been in a coma.
Y'all niggas ain't following shit, man. Y'all just follow y'all team.
No. And then he played 24 games with Philly in 2009, 2010.
I know that. I just said he played 20. Listen, in 2010, I'm finna break you off the games he played.
I already told you. I already know. In 2009, 2010, which was the last game he played, those were 3 games with Memphis. He didn't start.
He played 28 with them. He played 3 with Memphis.
He played 28 with who?
That's last leg. Hey, come on, man.
25 with Philly.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he played 25 with Philly and 3 with Memphis.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And before that, it was Toronto, nigga.
Jay, it's 80 games.
I can send this shit to you.
It's 88 games.
It's 80 games in the season.
I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. 3 with Denver, 54 with Detroit, like I said, 57 with Toronto. Again, the last time he played a full 82 games was in 2007, 2008.
We're not talking about the same argument.
Yeah, we're talking about the last leg. You just said we were arguing about he on his last leg. You said he wasn't.
Y'all do the math, man. He played 28 with Toronto, 3 with them, and 25. Does that add up to fucking 82 games, bro?
Dude, I'm looking.
Come on, Jay.
2009, he had 3 pins. 28.
Hold on, I'm gonna just send this shit to you niggas so y'all can see shit.
28. Yeah, because clearly you went to that Florida that Florida shit, and your math ain't working right. That must be that Florida math that I still ain't.
Jay, basically we was just saying he on his last leg. We wasn't saying he wasn't the baller.
I'm at the man career stats, bro. The man played for Toronto in 2010. Y'all want to bet on this shit?
No. I already told you he played for Toronto in 2009.
Okay, he did say that.
So what we're arguing about?
I'm talking about we're telling you he's been on his last leg. And again, in that same time frame, you jackass, he only played 56 games and he did that within 3 teams. You jackass.
That's a last leg.
I never say he didn't, jackass. What are you talking about?
We said that he was on his last leg. In Denver, that's what you said. No,
you said one of you jackasses said in 2010. I never mentioned 2010. I mentioned that last year he was with fucking Denver, nigga, and I proved my fucking point. Whatever you talking about, that, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Jay, listen, you said that he played with another All-Star in Allen Iverson, that another great player, that he had other great players around. Carmelo. That's the whole. That's what the argument is.
Hold on. Is you niggas drunk? Because I said when he played with Carmelo, he averaged about damn near the same thing. Carmelo did Carmelo play in Toronto? Huh? Did he play in Toronto? Did he play in fucking Denver? He ain't playing none of them. I mean, not Denver, but did he play with the Pistons?
They didn't average the same thing. He probably played for them bum-ass Lakers.
You said he averaged the same thing as Carmelo and Denver.
Okay, what Carmelo averaged that year? 2007 and 8 season. Since y'all want to go to the stats.
No, that's what you said. They averaged the same.
They averaged about the same. You weren't listening.
Okay, about the same. But even though that's 2 different things. But what I'm saying, the whole point is, the whole conversation is, when Carmelo, what I'm trying to say is, Carmelo with LeBron, I think it'll work. I just wouldn't give him all that money. Give me a 1-year deal to see what you got. That's all I'm saying. He's got to be a better option than what we got. All right, let me ask you this question. Is Carmelo Anthony better than Lance Stevenson?
Oh, man, y'all niggas is so fucking nailed, man. This nigga averaged 25 points, something, nigga. So
that's what we said, 25, 26.
No. In 2009, 2010, he averaged 28. What are you talking about? And then in 2008, 2009, he averaged 22. 2006,
no,
2007, 2008.
That wasn't his last fucking season there, bro.
Dude.
We're talking about him and Iverson together.
And And you're incorrect, bro. He averaged that in 2010 and 9, which Iverson went on fucking Denver.
What year do you want, Jay? What year do you want for Carmelo points per game? What year do you want?
The last season Iverson was there, fool. That nigga averaged more than him, actually. So and you stupid fools keep saying that was that man.
Melo has been averaging more than him the entire time he was there. I don't get what you're looking at. I'm looking at the point, Don. When you get through, and I hope you please put up. Go to NBA reference.
Cause in 2000, listen, Junior. Let me say this to you slow, bro. In 2007, hold on, 2007 and 8. He averaged 25 point something. Iverson averaged 26 point something, nigga. This last year, dog. You niggas better do y'all facts, man. I take y'all money easily, man.
I'm not looking up anything. I'm not using none. I'm looking it up.
But I already knew because
I'm not even looking up nothing.
But I knew this shit.
I'm talking numbers off the top of my dome.
I just gave you numbers.
The first he played with Denver 2 years, right? Or 1 year, one of them.
2 years.
It was 2 years?
2 years.
Okay. I think the first year he was somewhere around Carmelo. But that second year, he wasn't, bro. He was on his last leg. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
His first year and second year with Iverson, the man that averaged more than this nigga. You niggas don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about, man.
Man, would you?
All right, so now that I'm back, and we done heard Jay.
This is all I'm saying. We got to get back on track.
Hold on.
So you saying you don't want Carmelo?
2000. So wait.
No, I don't. That nigga's a bomb, man. He should play for the fucking Pistons.
So we're talking about. No, he's definitely playing for them scrub ass Lakers. So we're talking about 2007, 2008. That's 26 folks. Okay.
Let's leave our teams out of it. What I'm trying to say is, I think LeBron could change the man game. That's all I'm saying. He always
garbage.
Play with
you
LeBron,
want him on the Lakers? I don't. Man, send that nigga to a scrub team like the Pistons and fuck up a losing team. We don't need that shit.
They forever losing because you know what?
That nigga, see, you don't understand. That man don't want that nigga on the Pistons, bro. Because he know the man a bum.
That's why we don't deal with y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all a bunch of haters every time. That's all. But I feel you. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'll be mad at you every time y'all got to the finals and then y'all ran up on the Pistons. We beat the brakes off y'all like that across your head. I'll be mad too. But hey, even one of those times, y'all had a supposedly super team and we still slapped 5 from y'all soft asses.
So hold on. So the Lakers ain't never in the Pistons before, nigga? What are you talking about?
Oh, y'all beat us once? We beat y'all how many?
No, we any you niggas.
In the 4 games, in the 4 times we met, in the 4 times we seen y'all in the championship series, we beat y'all how many? In the 4 times. Y'all beat us how many? Look up the stats now, come on. Because we only played each other 4 times.
No shit, but that's still irrelevant when the bitch got more. When y'all don't have half of the championships a bitch have, what are you talking about?
Just shut up and answer the question, cuz you know what it is. Out of the 4,
we already know what the question is. If y'all would have made it more times, then it would have been different. But y'all didn't make it that many times, bro. So if you want to put it that way,
y'all a bunch of chumps and a bunch of bums, and y'all can't see us. That's what it really is, cuz just face it. You hate on
but you ain't making enough times to see us, though, nigga.
You just hate on my dude. When we was running the East, y'all couldn't even sniff us, nigga. So what are you talking about? When you had to go through the East, when you had
y'all ran the East for fucking 3 years, dude. For 3 years, nigga. You know how long we ran the fucking West? No, they won that year when they beat the Lakers, and then 2 times
they won back to back. Detroit won back to back.
You know the real number is 9. Don't even try it, dude. Don't even try it.
Detroit won back to back championships.
Hey, Shane, we're going to have to find another whole
2 years, and they won against us. So for 3 years, that was it.
Hey, somebody find me somebody else to argue with, because the shit Jay be talking about be bullshit.
All I'm saying is,
it ain't bullshit when you don't have, you don't even have, y'all don't even have half of the rings that Kobe or fucking Shaq have, nigga. So what the fuck are you talking about? Now you want to count all of Shaq's rings, even though he won some of those with other teams. You're gonna count all of Shaq's rings. With what other team, nigga? With what other team?
He got the same
Shaq
amount.
got 4, Kobe got 5, nigga.
This one?
He's saying that Shaq got the same amount as y'all. With the Lakers only.
Shaq had more rings than the Pistons have. Pistons don't have.
That's what I know. I'm talking about with just the Lakers.
And
I'm talking about rings. Fuck
not
it.
the greatest
I'm talking about
franchise
rings, period.
Because Boston still got y'all beat, so what, nigga? You saying what?
I understand. That ain't got nothing to do with what the topic was.
If you want to talk about rings, let's talk about Boston Celtics, who got more rings than you. So what? You still bombed.
Okay, another
to the
great
topic.
franchise. Too bad
Back
y'all
to the
ain't
topic.
mentioned in the great franchise.
Back to the topic, man.
We all.
You say you don't want Carmelo, right?
That man is a
You
king.
don't want him.
Fuck no.
He's a
No,
champ.
he can go.
Okay.
He can go to the fucking Pistons, man. I think he
And
gonna play for the
Trust me,
fucking
he gonna end up
Michigan
in-
Wolverines
he
or
gonna
some
end
shit.
He gonna end up in them gay ass purple and gold clubs next to Magic Johnson's son, holding LeBron James' dick while sucking on LeVar Ball's asshole. That's what type of niggas y'all got over there.
All right, let's move on to the next. We'll argue all day.
Okay. So, Tony Parker goes to the Hornets. Pretty much the topic. Shane, how do you feel about Tony Parker going to the Hornets?
Actually, I think it's a sad day in San Antonio, Texas. I think they realizing their run is over. I respect the Spurs, man. They gave my Lakers hell for a long time. It's over, man. Tim Duncan's gone. Tony's gone. I think Ginobili, this is last year. And then they losing their star, so I think the Spurs about to become basically the Clippers, where I'm from, extinct. They going downhill, man. I feel bad for Pop. I think he's one of the greatest coaches ever. If you ask me, I think he's in the top 5 of greatest coaches. Feel bad for him, but hey, I'm not a Spurs fan, so fuck him. Hey, let everybody leave. Send Ulrich out of there. Danny Green, all them niggas, man. Get them out of there, man, and rebuild. Feel me? But as far as Tony Parker going to the Hornets, I don't know how great he will be there. I know they think they're getting Tony Parker from San Antonio, but we all know this is a cash grab. And it's really making me suspect of Michael Jordan's capability of scouting players, because he's the owner of that team. So I wouldn't have never signed off on an old-ass Tony Parker. He don't even start on San Antonio now. So why would you give him all that money? But it is what it is.
Go to Jay. Jay, how do you feel about Tony Parker going to the Hornets?
Well, his time was done. So now I feel like Spurs might as well get Ball, give him a draft pick and another scrub for my team. I'll go ahead and send Kawhi over here and let's get this shit done. I mean, Tony Parker might be better off going to somewhere like the Pistons, where he can give a chance a team that's a scrub team to make the playoffs in the East. But you know what I'm saying? I think he done, but you can probably put that nigga on somebody like the Pistons and give him a better chance of making a playoff with soft-ass Blake and Antonio Drummond, shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and get Ball, man. We might not need him like that. Y'all give us Kawhi and give you 2 players and a pick, man. Let's do this. It's perfect. Go ahead, Junior.
First of all, I need you to stop begging like Keith Sweat over there, because that's exactly what you sound like. Nigga, you sound like you over there on your knees begging for fucking child support in that bitch. We'll give you a motherfucking draft pick and 2 buses for motherfucking Kawhi. That's exactly what you sound like, bust-ass nigga. Second of all, as far as Tony Parker is concerned, I think it's amazing that what he did over there in San Antonio. I'm gonna disagree with you, Shane. I don't think MJ is looking to get the Tony Parker the old. I just think he's looking to get a decent backup point guard just to fill in a few moments for when Kemba's out, because outside of Kemba Walker, when he's out, they really have nobody to facilitate the ball movement. So Tony Parker can still give you 10 to 12 minutes in a backup role and still give you 6 assists a game. That's pretty much what they need him for. And I don't agree with the money they gave him, though. I think MJ lost his mind on that part. But again, is MJ, and I guess he's still seeing that value in Tony to bring those 6 assists a game. So let's see if Tony can do it. I think it is sad to see the San Antonio Spurs kind of implode this way. I mean, again, the only thing that's going to be left over there is going to be LaMarcus Aldridge, and he was trying to leave 2 years ago. And so it sounds like he's going to be stuck over there. He's going to be kind of stuck like Kevin Love stuck over there in Cleveland now. So it's weird to see Tony Parker get out so quickly. I already knew Kawhi Leonard was going to come at King's ransom anyways. Anybody should have expected that. I keep saying the best team who got the best shot at him is going to be Philly, but the problem is they don't want to give up Markelle Fultz. And again, Kawhi Leonard from Markelle Fultz to boost up that squad, I will pull that trigger any day for the simple fact all you got to do is move Ben Simmons over to the 1 because you already got Ben Simmons pretty much playing the point guard anyways, and then now you got Kawhi playing the small forward. Now you pretty much sold up on the wings, and you're pretty long. So, or Tony Parker could have went to, again, a buster-ass team like the Lakers, which, again, they ship is already sunken and a bunch of old motherfuckers going there anyway. So, I mean, I guess it's all the same. So, shout out to Tony. Good shit for your championship rings. Pop going down, Hall of Fame. Tony Parker, Hall of Fame. Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, let me get a rebuttal. And, on this shit. Okay, jackass. When you got fucking Blake Griffin on your team, you pulled his nuts heavy, saying you was going to the playoffs. What happened, jackass? You niggas still ain't go to that motherfucker. So,
I did say that. I sure did.
Okay, what happened, jackass? For me to be pulling,
I thought he was gonna make
for pulling for Kawhi is the same shit you was when you got that sorry ass fuck nigga you got on your team and at least East, and your niggas still didn't make the fucking playoffs, nigga. Jackass.
Here's the problem with you cats who don't listen, right? And I think it's just a hard-headed Florida thing, right? When we acquired Blake Griffin, I said we were going to the playoffs. That means he was on our roster. You are still begging like Keith Sweat, son. Pick your chin up.
I ain't bad for Kawhi at that time, jackass. Listen to your statement, nigga. You bet at me. Do you? Hold on, jackass. Jackass. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question, jackass. Do you owe me $20 for y'all not making the playoffs, jackass? Huh? Do you owe me $20 for the Eagles beating the Falcons' ass in the playoffs, jackass? So where my 40, nigga? Jackass.
You said the Lakers will give you 2 picks and Ball and some other buster if you give us Kawhi. That sounds like you're begging. I said after we...
That ain't sound that if this guy is considered the best two-way player, that's not begging. That's logical, nigga. The fuck are you talking about?
No. Hey, you're asking. We already had Blake. There's two different things. Again,
okay, and he didn't, and Blake didn't bring. Blake cost you $20, nigga. You feel me, jackass?
$20. But guess what? LeBron is gonna cost your soft ass a lot more, jackass. Believe that.
We'll see about that, jackass. Cause I bet I'm gonna win them, jackass.
Okay. Well, anything less than the championship is a bust for the Lakers. Now that you got LeBron, so. Fuck LeBron, fuck you, and fuck the Lakers.
Well, this playoff time, jackass.
Nah.
Well, I'll have to disagree.
Yeah,
with Jay.
Real king.
I have to disagree with Jay. Let me step in here. I have to disagree with Jay. If Kawhi I wouldn't trade for Kawhi right now because all the leverage is on the Lakers' hands, in my opinion.
Well, you believe that Ball is a baller. I don't believe that.
No, that's not why I'm saying that. Because after next year, Kawhi is free to go.
He's free. You can
get he's free to go where he want to go. So I would never give King.
So listen.
Get him right now.
Now I'm finna put you on the jackass thing. That man said he don't want to play with LeBron. Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
No, that reports are saying he never said that. He never said that. But shit don't come out for no reason. But let me tell you something. If he actually played with a nigga this season and they was winning something, then that's a little different. He can make his damn choice next year, and he can say, fuck the Lakers. And you know what I'm saying? But if he don't come to the Lakers this year,
I got $50, nigga, and his free agent see that he don't come to the Lakers, and I bet you that, Shane.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying he.
Ain't no listen, dog. We don't need to talk about that no more. It's either a bet or not.
No, because I never said he was coming to the Lakers.
If he gets traded to the Lakers, I will bet you $50 that he will play with him next season if he get traded to him. If he don't, then he won't play for us, nigga. That's my bet, bro.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I don't care if you play for us either way. All I'm saying is, if I was in the Lakers' position as any GM, I would not give up the house ransom to get this man.
What's a house ransom to you? The shit I said is not a house ransom.
They talking about 2 first-round picks, bruh.
Who gives a fuck? Them niggas don't never pan out like that.
Man, you don't do that.
Our last first-round pick, tell me which one of them motherfuckers was good, nigga. Since you want to go there.
I ain't talking about panning out. I'm talking about you just don't put your future up for ransom like that.
Okay, once again, listen, what first-round picks we had in the fucking last decade that was good like that, nigga? What are you talking about?
Obviously, they want Kyle Kuzma, right? They want Brandon Ingram, right? That's what they want.
He still ain't really did shit. He really ain't did shit. He ain't even the top fucking 50 player in the fucking league, nigga.
It sounds like you're making my point that when I said the Lakers are a bunch of bums. But go ahead, keep going, Jay. I'm liking where you going.
Oh, here you go.
Well, we have LeBron now. So that's my fucking point. His point is giving away fucking first rounders that haven't done shit. You feel me?
No, what I'm saying is I wouldn't give up anything. I would give up basically what the package was a first round pick, Kyle Kuzma, and Jason Hart.
No, you don't know what you're talking about because Kyle Kuzma was basically off the table all the time. The cats they was trying to trade was Ball and other people. His shit was never up there. You ain't been paying attention. This shit been dismissed for a long time.
You sit here, man, hold on. You ain't been paying attention. Because they said they'll trade the whole goddamn thing for a fucking Kawhi Leonard. But what the
Lakers didn't, bro. No, they didn't.
No,
do you want me to show you the shows, dog, that's been recorded for 2 months? They said Kyle Kuzma been out of that, bro. They didn't want nobody to put him, man.
Let me finish, Jay.
I don't know where your credibility come, because Stephen A. said this shit for a long time, bro. Go ahead.
You know I don't listen to cool-ass Stephen A. Smith. Listen, let me
because
finish.
he has the inside track when it comes to basketball. You don't.
Let me finish. And I just heard the man today. They said they will give up the whole goddamn team besides LeBron for Kawhi.
No, you negative
offer. I'm talking about the first offer.
The first offer, they weren't willing to fucking do that, nigga.
And I agree with what they offered them first. Why would you go and trade for a man that might not re-sign? That's not good business, Jay. I'm gonna tell you that.
Listen, you gotta be up on your shit, but I'm gonna mute my shit and I'm gonna let y'all go.
No problem.
Well, all I heard was 2 first-round picks, Kyle Kuzma, Hart, Ingram, and that buster-ass Ball. But, shit, either way, this conversation was funny as shit to hear 2 Lakers fans discuss who's supposed to be inside the trade and who not supposed to be inside the trade. God damn, y'all niggas should know everything about your squad. What's going on?
No, my whole point is what I've been trying to explain to Jay. He says, if we got Kawhi, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. I understand that. But what I'm trying to tell him, I wouldn't do shit. I would stand pat, keep my young players, because we can still go after Kawhi. I mean, really, he say he coming there late, so you got to basically battle the Clippers. That shouldn't be hard.
Next year, I get it.
You feel me? He's looking at it as a fan. I'm looking at it as a businessman. That's bad business. Why I'm going to jeopardize my future for a player that might be here for 1 year and can go anywhere else? That's what that's what the 76ers are going through right now. That's why they ain't made an offer. So as the Celtics.
We'll see what happens. I just don't think Kawhi is going to be. I don't think it'll be a good idea for Kawhi to be on San Antonio by beginning of the season. He needs to be gone by beginning of the season. The problem is San Antonio just ain't going to give him up just to make no bust-their-ass trade. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
So the next topic was actually Kawhi Leonard, but I think that you guys already covered all we need to cover about. It says that the trade rumors are Sixers and Clippers over the Lakers Supers. So you guys pretty much just talked about that. So we're going to skip, and we are going to go what we're going to talk about. As Amari Khan calls for life ban for Saul Canelo Alvarez. Once a drugs cheat, always a drugs cheat. How do you feel about that, Shane?
Canelo Alvarez, like I said, I didn't think he beat Triple G.
Hell no.
The man obviously needs some help, which I don't mind my athletes being doped up because they charge so much to go to these events. I do not mind them being doped up. I really don't. They charge so much to go to events these days. I want to get my bang for my buck, so I want to see a motherfucker at his full strength, like just power, knock a bitch head off. I'm about it, man. I want to see people at the best of their ability. And if the steroids help you, then damn it, do it. Just like they were doing in baseball. My favorite time in baseball was the steroid era because they was hitting balls out the fucking park. It's not boring.
They still doing that now.
And well, not at the rate they were doing it then, but you know what I mean? So I don't mind my athletes being on steroids. If they help you fucking heal quicker, stronger, hey, I say fucking do it.
Fucking gladiator.
If you're a fucking monster, be a monster.
I can't.
I'll pass it on to Junior.
I can't, bro. That's kind of hard to follow after that. My man said he preferred his athletes to be on them thighs and them roids. What the hell just happened?
I'm dead ass serious.
So I'm gonna say this. I feel like Canelo cheated. That's why when Floyd was getting ready to fight him, he was asking for Olympic drug testing. I'm glad Floyd was one of the first athletes to start asking for that because, again, those things are fair, they're equal, and there are multiple tests that go on, and they're so random, so that way that you're
I agree.
Opportunity to check it. I feel like, one, that style of testing should be done in all sports starting now. Two, Canelo should be banned for life because, again, you have the means to change what type of meat you're eating, and if you know you're eating tainted meat and you got the money to change it, change it. If I know I got $5 in my pocket and I know I need to make it all day, guess where I'm going to? I'm going to McDonald's to eat on the dollar menu so I can have lunch and dinner.
They don't have a dollar menu anymore.
But I'm just saying, it's like $1.27 or whatever, but
I'm just saying too, shit.
You know what I'm saying? I know I can't go out and get a freaking a Whopper from Burger King, and that's gonna take.
Yeah, them used to be $1
when I know I need to eat twice in a day. That don't make sense. So, dude,
you need to call them and tell them they messed up your last order and go in and get a free meal and save your $1.
Y'all ain't right. Dude needs to be suspended. I blame the WBO for allowing it to happen. I know the WBO plays into a lot of politics into the boxing, and I know they love Oscar De La Hoya's soft sissy ass, but he's also part of the problem too. So kick his ass out of boxing, get rid of freaking De La Hoya Promotions or Golden Girl Promotions or whatever the fuck you want to call it this week. Get rid of that. Get rid of Canelo. We can finally get back to clean boxing, and maybe we can have some boxing matches that we really want to see, like Anthony Joshua and the Bomber, and we can have people who can fight. So that's my take on that.
That's what I say. They all do steroids. Juice up.
Jay?
This fool said juice up.
Jay still muted? Okay.
I guess he is.
So
I disagree.
Oh, you disagree. Go ahead, Jay. If that's all you're going to say. Okay.
No, I'm in the background.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so now we're actually going to the NFL. Todd Gurley. NFL player strike is on the table to get guaranteed contracts. Todd Gurley wants all contracts to be guaranteed in the NFL, and he says players might have to strike in order to get them. It's been heated debate for years, with NFL players like Eric Winston saying they're so serious about making NFL deals more like NBA and MLB that they're ready to call a work stoppage to force owners to pay up. Shane, how do you feel about that?
I feel they should have been did this like 20 years ago. Okay. They way behind the NBA player. The NFL is one of the most, besides boxing and I guess the other contact sport, I guess you would call it closest, hockey. They're the only contact sports. So I think they should get paid the most.
Right.
NFL players' careers are very short. They only last no more. At the average NFL player only averages like, 4 or 5 years at best. So I think when you're putting your body on the line, you should get paid for it. The owners are making billions of dollars off of this.
Off their body.
Off their body, yeah. Basically, it's the new slave trade, in my opinion.
And then you have all of the medical conditions that are from the concussions and everything of the NFL players out there. I think it should be
exactly. Junior, and they don't pay none of their medical bills.
Sorry.
Well, this is weird because I really wish Jay was here for this conversation because I know he anti-union, and it's weird to hear that he might agree to hear about players having to strike to get more.
I'm muting, but I'm listening.
That's what I think, because I really wanted to hear his opinion on this, but I think I agree with you, Shane. The NFL is lacking. They're way behind. The NFL players should have been making guaranteed money because you really can't really put a price on what your body's going to go through every day. Then you got to think about it.
Exactly.
I had a close friend of mine, and again, I'm not going to say her name on the air, but she's no longer with her. But she suffered from bone cancer, and she literally had to take like nitroglycerin to get up and shit.
Wow.
And so just imagining how, and I mean, again, when she got up and go, she was going. She was a worker. She was just that hard of a worker. But hearing that some of these NFL players, how they got to get them shots, those cutters on the shots, or take whatever pills to be ready by game day or during the game so that way they can keep playing or so they can get their bonus check, is ridiculous. To the point where we used to all dream about playing football or basketball. The two goals for in the hood was your passport was either basketball or football.
Mm-hmm.
That was the pass in the hood. Now the hood's not even thinking about, I don't even want. You still get your pass of basketball, but now the passport in the hood isn't football anymore because of all the dangers in it. You talking about CTE? There's a young gentleman who was in college. Between the ages, I think he was between 21 and 23. Very young guy. He died from CTE, and they said there's no way in heck that his brain should have been that much of a train with. But again, that comes with a lot of head trauma. Yeah. So I wouldn't even dream about letting my kid play football right now. Son, I need you to go play baseball. You know why? Because they're playing longer, and then those contracts are guaranteed, and they're making millions to play baseball.
Actually, baseball is the highest paid sport.
Yep.
My nephew refused to go to. He got multiple offers from multiple schools because he used to play for IMG, and now he's out there at a nice prestigious college right now.
Notre Dame, right?
He went there because they offered him a dual scholarship, one for freaking football, one for baseball. Guess which one we want him to play most? I know I want him to play baseball because it comes with the most money. And it's safe. Right? You don't see the injuries that you see in baseball that you see in football. So
I agree.
I for one, hell, I was just playing Madden earlier, Madden 17, and I was just re-signing some players. I just re-signed, like, Grover Quinn holding a game. He's like 33 years old right now, so technically he shouldn't be making $40 million for 1 year. I did that because I just felt it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a game, but, hey, these cats should be played. That's just how I feel.
Right. I agree. They put their bodies on the line, man. It's a collision sport.
Yeah, and we have King in baseball, and he was MVP of his team. He got a triple play, T-ball, and he's really good at it. And then we tried him in football, and I'm like, it's not as safe, and if he's going to be really good at something, I want it to be baseball because he'll make them more money with the less injuries. And it just makes common sense to me. So.
Right. And he was a little guy out there. They had my son at DN.
And I'm with it. Look, if the passport is still football, look, get in there, get your money, get out. I don't get mad or blame NFL players for getting their money and getting out. So that's why I'm not mad at Megatron for when he left Detroit. I understand you were beat up, we wasn't going nowhere, and you still ain't came out of retirement because it wasn't about the Lions weren't going nowhere, because you were fucking beat up. I get it. Same thing as fucking Barry did. We didn't protect Barry. You gotta give that to these folks. So let them get their money, let them go out in peace, and let these folks still have a career. Because again, it ain't fun coming out of. You can't enjoy your retirement if you got Parkinson's or you got CTE and you're worried every day if you're going to kill your spouse or your daughter or something like that. That shit ain't cool.
Or shit, barely could walk to enjoy your money.
Yeah, right. I mean, you have the people in the wheelchairs and they got to use a machine to talk. It's just
crazy. It's crazy. But they should have had guaranteed contracts. And I blame this on the stars of the NFL, to be honest.
Blame on a few people. I'm also, not only am I going to place blame on the stars, but I'm also going to place blame on them. Well, I can't even place blame on the owners, but I'm also going to place blame on the NFLPA because they seen this shit coming too. Their job is to protect, and if you don't know what the NFLPA is, that's the National Football Players Association Union. I blame them because they should have seen this shit coming. They see what's going on. They seen those goddamn CTE studies. They help fund for those studies, right? So fucking protect the fucking players, man, and get them paid. Period.
Yeah. For the listeners that don't know, Junior, he works for a union, so he knows a lot about talking. Feel me? So we have to let him know. We're not just talking to be talking out of our ass. We know what the fuck we're talking about.
I mean, I say if anybody don't know into the game, catch some of the things that I post, like on Instagram, stuff like that. When it comes to the NFLPA, like I'm always on them when when I feel like they're wrong and they're not protecting the players, because that's what it's built for. Right, it's not meant to take anything away from anybody. It's meant to enhance the whole situation. So,
I agree.
So you feel like the union protects the players more than they do?
Huh?
Say that again, Jay.
I was saying, you feel like the union protects the players more than they do?
I'm saying in this situation, the union should have done, the players' union should have stepped up and done more, because they seen this shit. They seen the exact same study. I'm placing blame on multiple parties. The only person you really can't blame, you can't place blame on is the owners, because that's their job, is to keep the money and keep it as secret as much as possible.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm blaming the players, but I'm also blaming the NFLPA too, because they're there as a tool to help this type of shit, and I feel like they didn't do enough.
And I agree with Junior, and I'll even add this: most of the people on the players,
I feel like you're right in a sense, but I still feel like you blame the owners. But
you're right. The owners do run the league. That's why I said it's kind of hard to blame the owners, because that's their job, is to hold their money as a business. So,
and basically they're worth what the NFL is worth, because they're the product. So I don't understand what you're saying.
They're right. They are the product, right? So if you have a product that you're putting out there, and then your product is getting banged up, licked up, they can't really. Yeah, they're reproduced at a mass product because we have college football behind that. But take away college football, you have what? You don't have your farm system anymore. So college football is a farm system that's funding the NFL.
And those college football players don't even get paid.
They don't get paid either, and they're getting the same banged up situation too.
Exactly.
But we advocate that these young men that play college ball be paid. We saying the same thing for the NFL players. I'm saying that they should be paid, period.
I agree. I think you should be paid at every level.
Yeah.
Once you become amateur, I think you should be paid.
If you're the main product, you should get paid, because nobody ain't coming to see no owners or anybody. So it ain't the owners' fault. They just pimp.
Yeah, they pimping the game. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
The owners are just pimping the game and getting everything they can. That's why I said you can't place blame on the owners when they're not going to say, here, get this money. I got this extra money. I got this extra $50 billion sitting in my pocket. Nah, I'm finna go take this and party on my yacht.
Exactly. And let's not forget, there's no black owners in the National Football League, and 80% of
Black owners might still do the same fucking thing though. Look at Buffalo.
80% of their owners, 80% of the players are black. So let's also remember that.
That's why my statement started with, when it came down to the owner, you're gonna have one or two types of owners. You're either gonna have stand up, straight up owners who's going to give you a raise every year. He's going to make sure you have the greatest benefits. He's going to make sure you're well taken care of. That is a great owner. That is a great business owner. Or you're going to have them shiesty owners who's going to try to cut corners, put you in ratty gyms, charge, whatever they can get without paying their employees or paying the product or paying the people. Because only so much. Because the players get their money on ticket sales. They're not getting their money from jersey sales or Madden likeness gameplays. They're not getting their money from that. No, they're getting their money from ticket sales. They're not getting money from concession sales either. Right? They only get a piece of that. Right? So, and then on top of that, when you break it down, and then if you live in the Florida, and if you live
if you believe in a democracy and Hillary Clinton and all them other fuck ass, white supremacists, then shit, you got to blame the owners too. They should be held accountable.
That's why we are agreeing with you. I'm telling you, there's good owners and then there's shit owners. I'm telling you, the owners in the NFL are shit owners because they're not paying their employees.
There's more bad ones than there is good.
I agree with what you're saying, but them guys are getting in your face like Hillary Clinton and buck dance and tootsie roll with you and act like they're your friend, stab you in the back, and you'll ride with the niggas or both with them.
I agree.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a little bit of the load off, do something kind of fun. We're going to do the who's on the NFL Mount Rushmore, but the NFL did one of their own, but you guys are going to do one as well. You're going to create your own Mount Rushmore. The NFL Mount Rushmore was quarterback Tom Brady. They had Lawrence Taylor, Barry Sanders, and Deion Sanders, a group of players who are widely regarded as the GOATs of their respective positions. Do you agree with their selection? Would you keep yours the same, or would you switch it up and make yours different? Let's start with Junior.
Their selection is pretty damn good. I mean, it's really hard to disagree with Brady, Barry, Deion, and Lawrence Taylor. I know you want to put Joe Montana in there so bad, Shane. I know. But again, Lawrence Taylor revamped and changed the linebacker position. Deion Sanders put flash and panache back to the cornerback position. Shit, to be quite honest, Barry Sanders just completely revolutionized the running back game.
Yeah, he did.
And I think Tom Brady is getting 6 championships as a quarterback with one team. I think what Brady did is amazing. So shit, I am. That would have been my 5-2. If I had to change one.
That was only 4.
4.
You gotta add one.
I gotta add one. Oh shit! If I'm going to add one other person. To this, it's so messed up because it's tossed up between all 3 of them.
Well, there is only 4 on Mount Rushmore.
I know, but they want me to add another one, so I'm gonna give them another one, even though it's a toss up between 3 of them. And I'm looking at a wide receiver, and all of them were the shit, so it's kind of rough. So if I can make a wide receiver that was a mixture of Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and T.O., I'd be straight. That would be my 5th.
And who is that?
But I'm not. I don't know if they can find a player. If they
He's gonna wait for that player to exist before he completes his Mount Rushmore.
I mean, we got one. I think he's close. I think it's Julio Jones, but I think the dude who Atlanta just drafted as well from Alabama, he's pretty damn good too. But like I said, that if there was a 5th guy on Mount Rushmore and I had to mix a guy and they had to create one, it would have to be a mix of Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, and T.O. Because those 3 is just changing wide receivers position. So it's real damn
He's not picking.
Exactly.
Okay. Shane?
Well, we'll take Tom Brady out of there, obviously.
Yeah.
And take that guy out of there. Take that bum out of there. Put Joe there. Barry could stay.
I knew it.
Barry could stay. Dion. Let me come back to that one. Lawrence Taylor. I'm going to take LT out of there, and I'm going to take my favorite defensive player, and that's Reggie White. I'm going to put him in there. No, I'm going to put Reggie White there.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to put Reggie White.
Eagle player. That's big. Eagle player.
Nah, a Green Bay Packer is where I know him from.
He was retired. He was tired as an Eagle player.
I'm talking about where he won. I'm talking about where he won.
Oh, well, most of his numbers. But most of his numbers, Hall of Fame numbers, are from the Eagles. But okay,
I said where he won games.
Okay, so that still don't. He won games with the Eagles, but he won a Super Bowl with the Packers. That's like saying Trent Dilfer. You putting him in the Hall of Fame, it makes no sense.
Nah, Trent Dilfer never won games with the Buccaneers. That's the difference.
He did win. He made his only Pro Bowl with the Buccaneers, bro, and went to the playoffs with them. But go ahead.
Like I said,
I'm a stats guy, but go ahead.
Like I said, I'm gonna put him in as winning, and he won with the Packers. So I'm gonna put Reggie White there.
But he officially has more wins with the Eagles. So
come on, LT. I'm gonna put Reggie White there. I'll give you that. I'll give you the Eagles. If you want that, I'll give it to you. I'm gonna put.
I ain't mad at you about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Reggie White there.
I mean, he ain't my Mount Rushmore, but I feel like that was a good pick for you.
That's the middle of defense, man. This man was unblockable.
Which team did Reggie White play for first?
Philly.
Okay.
Then he played for Green Bay.
Yeah, he had 6 years in Green Bay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put Reggie White there instead of LT.
Years ago.
And then of course I'm gonna put Jerry Rice. And you know what? As far as I'm gonna have to put Jim Brown. And I'm gonna go with that.
I ain't mad at you. Yeah, Jim Brown is considered one of the best of all time. So nobody said it wasn't bad. Anybody, but I'm gonna go with the lineup. I'm gonna go with I want to throw Randall in there so bad, but I'm gonna stay with Brady, Barry Sanders, LT, and Deion Sanders. I'm gonna stick with it like that. If I would have took somebody out, I might have thrown Joe Montana in there, but I'm not, so fuck that.
Okay, we'll roll with that. At least you gave my dog respect.
No, he was the best until Brady overcame him. That's how I feel.
No, he's still the best.
Hey, real talk.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to go to tennis. And, of course, when you think of tennis, you think of the Williams sisters. Serena wins after Venus loses. So how do you feel about that?
Well, Serena won, like you said.
Serena won, so Venus lost.
Yeah, Venus used to losing by now, but it's all good. I mean, I wish the best for her. Serena is the best tennis player that ever played to me. And I watched tennis, I played tennis. I mean, all around, pound for pound, man and woman, she's the best. She a bad win, but keep it moving. I'm still with you, Serena. Peace.
Okay, Shane?
I feel bad for Venus. She's the bigger sister. I know she got to feel like shit that her little sister is dominating her ass. And like I said, these my former neighbors, so I grew up with them. Used to play in my little front yard with my grandparents' house.
You got your little pictures.
Yeah, I got my pictures. But
hey,
I love the Williams
don't get it twisted. They from Michigan too now.
I love the Williams sisters. You know, I feel bad for Venus, man. It's like,
hey, they from Compton too, bro.
Yeah, I feel bad. Yeah, they used to play tennis at the Compton High School, right around the damn corner from my house.
He has pictures of them playing together as kids.
But like I said, Venus is the older sister, so I know she got to feel like shit. Her little sister beating her and everything, and all, like just dominating. And like when they first burst onto the scene, if you remember, Venus was the girl. She was the one that was the shit. And then Serena just took over. So I'm happy for the Williams sisters, man. I just feel bad for Venus. I think she I hope she gets some wins before it's all over. You know what I mean? She get a little more pub. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well,
Okay,
I feel like it's sad that I'm sad that Venus lost, but again, she kind of has her ups and down matches, so it kind of happens to her sometimes. But I know when her and her sister playing in doubles, they generally kick ass, so that's normally cool. Shout out to the Williams sisters for still keeping it rocking. Big ups to Serena for coming back, especially after having that baby, and then coming back in shape. I feel it's a damn shame that they drug test that sister as much as they do, but that just shows you how much afraid they are of her. She's a superior athlete, a superior queen, and I hope she keeps dominating their ass. So shout out to Serena Williams. And then they going down as bona fide Hall of Famers in the tennis game.
Okay, so that is all the topics that we have, so we can do some last-minute thoughts on the show. If you want, we can go around the table, and you can say any last things that you want to say, and say your goodbyes after your last and final words. So we'll go around, and we'll start with Shane.
It was a crazy show, man. I enjoyed it, man. We appreciate everybody's support. Please subscribe. It's going to get better. We're trying to do bigger things. Eventually, we're going to go video live. That way y'all can see us talking. And we just appreciate everybody's support, man. Like, we really do, man. We're trying to do something different here, so we appreciate y'all support. This is all brothers on the line. We appreciate your support, and we love y'all, man. I love my brothers on the line. We may argue all the time, and please, for our listeners, we do this all the time, so don't get offended if you see us arguing. We do this shit all the time. So
actually, I found a videotape from years ago, from about 4 years ago, of, I think Jay was there, Shane was there, and Lamont was there. Junior, you weren't there, but you guys were sitting around, barbecue, drinking, and this is exactly what you were doing, arguing about sports.
Hey, that's what we do, man. We love it. We love sports. It's our passion, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I always have to keep Shane in check. That's what happens.
Man, like I said, Jay ain't won no bet up until recently. Betting against me.
Well, I know one thing, that we always win in spades, though.
You know, but like I said, man, I support my brothers on the line. It's all love here. We like doing this, and there's going to be more to come. Yeah. And I'll pass it on to Junior.
Well, I'm going to let Jay go because I hear the music in the background. So go ahead, Jay.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
Well, I'm at a party, so, you know, music, man. This how niggas do it on the weekend. But I enjoy beating y'all niggas' asses in debate. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he thinks.
I feel like
it's mine.
I feel like we got a lot of shit accomplished, and it's more to come, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cat like my little brother, so I always have to spank my little brothers, man. And, you know, I enjoy that shit, man. You know, that's why you're Junior and you're Shane. You know what I'm saying? Jay is, like I say, I'm the alpha male, y'all the beta. And
this guy.
It was a good show, and I'm let Junior go.
That's why we save me for that, because I am the alpha, son. I am the alpha and the omega. Don't get it.
Oh my God, here it is.
I appreciate the opportunity. Appreciate the opportunity for you being on the show. For all the fans and listeners, I hope everybody subscribes and hit the like button. Also hit the little bell so that way you get the notification. So that way when we go, when we on here, that way you get the notification. That way you won't miss a show.
Right.
Shout out to Dawn for being the guest host / engineer / everything else underneath the sun for us. Definitely helping him. And listeners go crazy because y'all don't understand, these shows really be going like 3 hours, and she got like 2 hours worth of tape to cut to make it down to 1. Cause that's how it goes. So.
He ain't lying.
But shout out to the to my brother Shane, Lamont, Jay,
sure.
and big ups to the Michigan, because I'm in the building. Shout out to Florida for keeping it hot and funky down here. And that's it for the Streets of Talking. Don't forget to subscribe and hit us up. We out this camp.
Sure.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Hey, everybody be safe. Peace.